Well, all right. Here we are.
Here we
Finally,
are. Yes, sir.
finally, bro. Finally. Say finally because this shit took a couple, bro, minute in the making.
Couple.
All
Right.
right. Yeah, we here to welcome to Scoreboard Shenanigans. I'm Nelly.
This is real.
Yeah, here we go. And this is just our, you know what I'm saying? We gonna be here with some shenanigans, talking about NFL, NBA. Obviously right now we in NFL season, so be real excited about that. It doesn't get deeper than this right here. You know what I'm saying?
No,
The
man.
debates, the stats, analytics, whatever you need, we got it right here. That's what we're gonna go through. And we're just gonna enjoy the ride. That's really it. Um, so how you feel about after this weekend of football?
Well, my team got scorched, but as a whole collective, football's right where it needs to be. It's week 2. It feels like week 2, but it also feels like we're getting into the meat of the season. Like it's
Yeah.
feel like we already building up into some pretty good storylines already.
Yep.
So
Yep. Definitely. So I mean, with that said, you said it. Your team, man. Fly, Eagles, fly.
hey
Monday
man.
Night Football. You know what I'm saying? How that ended. What are your thoughts on that? How do you feel? How do you feel about that? I should say, really.
Well, I think that it was a pretty good game, to be honest. That we're talking about the end
Yeah.
of the game.
Yeah.
We can get the Saquon drop. I think that's probably gonna be the one thing that's on everybody's mind.
Yeah.
Philly fan, ATL fan.
Hey, man, I'm surprised Philly ain't running out of the city for that one. I mean, scored three touchdowns in week 1, but you drop a critical pass like that. Like I mean, it's still Saquon though. Like I mean, to me,
Yeah,
it's Saquon. I'm
yeah,
big Penn State fan, so like I mean, I didn't like that he went to the Eagles. Obviously, we know that. We don't got to get to that right now. We got a long season that's gonna come up, but I mean, yeah, it's Saquon though. And you don't really, I guess fault him. I mean, not fault. You do fault him for that, but it ain't my team. I didn't lose. We didn't lose. So, but do you think AJ Brown really makes that big of a difference to the team after watching that
uh,
go down?
definitely because the Falcons have upgraded their secondary for sure, adding uh Simmons with Jesse Bates, of course, and they still have AJ Terrell. This is a solid secondary, and it definitely showed how limiting the Eagles' offense can be when the run game isn't going the way they need it to go. Because through the air, Devontae Smith being the number one receiver, he had a touchdown, but he didn't really get much help in the other departments. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I
So
think AJ Brown's a big part of that.
So does that show how limiting the Eagles are, or does that show how limiting Jalen Hurts is without his best receiver? What you feel
Well,
about that?
I feel like they can get it together. I feel like the Falcons definitely had that number. Uh, we'll just have to see against Week 3 in New Orleans. That'll be a good test too, because New Orleans has been going absolutely dummy this
Yeah,
season.
yeah.
So
I mean, the NFC South, man, is standing up. Like you said, the Falcons. I mean, obviously just got you guys. The Saints got the Cowboys. I mean,
yeah,
NFC South really is up on the NFC East right now. But two teams right there got some off-season help. Falcons a lot. Uh, I know we were talking about that. We'll talk about that. I mean, the Saints are surprising me right now. I mean, obviously Derek Carr was a big question mark. I mean, through 2 weeks, it's 2 weeks, so like I mean, you take that with like what you will. But I mean, right now he's impressive. I've never been like too high on Derek Carr, but like I
yeah,
mean, it's impressive. But I mean, that's not the it is a surprise. But like I said, Falcons with their additions, you know what I'm saying.
yeah,
It's some eight to you. You're an Eagles fan. I'm a Steelers fan, but both ATL boys. So
Yeah,
I mean, so that's the only home team right there technically.
technically.
So with the guys that they brought in, it was definitely a big. I mean, a little on the older side. You bring in Jesse Bates, who's a little bit older, Matt Judon, a little bit older, but they're veteran guys. So like, I
Yeah,
mean, veteran guys and they're playmakers in their own rights. So when you add those guys into a talented uh, team already, and again, it's a shock because it's the Falcons.
right.
It's they got that it's the Falcons, so it's like you never know what they're gonna do. But you can't deny when you add guys like that you're gonna do well. Especially you got Grady Jarrett, great defensive tackle already. On the back end had AJ Terrell, then you add Jesse Bates,
Yeah,
um, and Justin Simmons. Holy hell, like you had
yeah,
Justin Simmons as well.
and the Falcons needed a lot of those players too, those
Yeah.
older players, because in recent memory, like their veterans are all have been pretty much homegrown. So to get some free agent veterans to come into the team, it
Mm-hmm.
should definitely make a big difference for them going forward. So
That is definitely big. I know. We know some people. We know some people who are probably happy about that.
yeah,
You got some chatter already uh, about that Monday night finish.
yeah, it was ugly. It was ugly.
It definitely was. I mean, I didn't catch it's crazy because I didn't catch the last, literally the last probably 5 minutes of that game. I watched the rest of the game. I'm like, all right, Eagles scored. I mean, again, usually that's like, but it's also any given Sunday. Usually that's like all right, let's go home. It's time to go to
Hmm.
sleep. But then when you go to sleep, you miss stuff. So I definitely missed that. I didn't see that live, but woke up, wiped my eyes and saw the score. I was like, oh snap. You know what I'm saying? So
The
it kind of got
tears.
you guys, there. I mean, no tears yet. It's week two. That's the
Yeah,
thing we gotta take with a grain of salt with a lot of these teams, a lot of these situations right now. There's a lot of people in a lot of different situations, but again, we're through 2 weeks, like through 2 weeks. So like that's with that being said though, like through 2 weeks, we got some we got some early season division leaders and predictions. I'm feeling pretty good right again. 2-0.
thanks.
Only team in the North right now. 2-0 division leaders. So I mean, we got a QB situation going on over here in Pittsburgh, but I'm happy. Um, what
But
do you got for some, I guess, division predictions or um let's go through the divisions. Who we got? We got the NFC East. You think y'all win the NFC East
uh,
still?
yeah, yeah, I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident. We have the talent, we have the roster, we have the coach. Just gotta get it done.
Coach? See, Sirianni's in the hot seat, man.
And 3 playoff appearances in his first 3 years as a coach.
Yeah,
So
I mean, look, man. Some people say it's not really his team, so yeah,
hey,
I guess you have to see. I mean, some of his sideline shenanigans. You gotta watch that, man. Some of his
yeah,
sideline shenanigans get.
yeah.
I mean, let's stay north. We got NFC East. I mean, AFC East. What are we thinking there?
Uh, I don't know. We got the Jets.
There's only one right answer right now.
Yeah,
There's only one
I,
right
I
answer.
I think so. But I mean, the thing about Buffalo, the thing about Buffalo for me is because Josh Allen is literally the head, shoulders, back, and quads of the entire team.
Yes,
If he
he
goes
is.
down, I believe they can be overtaken. I definitely do. Now, if we don't know how good the Jets can be because this is Aaron Rodgers' only second game with them,
Yeah,
but they have
this is
they
also
have they
true.
have some talent. They have some talent.
No doubt. I mean, no doubt. I mean, Garrett Wilson, and as their defense discussing Quincy Williams also,
Yeah.
uh, Reed, Gardner. I mean, a lot of people expect me to say that first, but goes without saying, Sauce. I mean, they're talented for sure. I mean, but you know me, I'm big Josh Allen guy, big Josh Allen guy. So
Yeah, you are.
I like the Bills. Um, in that division, obviously Dolphins are kind of a loss. The
Yeah,
whole Tua
yeah.
thing that happened. I mean, even with him, I mean, yeah, they're probably number two or two and three. I mean, them and the Jets to me are fighting for the spot. I mean, Bills, they lost a lot on defense, but they come out 2-0 right now. But again, it's early. But I think they continue to roll that. I mean, Josh Allen now is the veteran guy, and when you have the veteran guy at that QB position, that it takes you to another level. Um, again, if Josh Allen, if he plays better turnover wise, he's played phenomenal. But like turnover wise, he keeps down the rap. They're good. But again, yeah, the Dolphins with Tua, I think they finished last. We'll get to Tua. We'll get to Tua though.
Yeah.
And then we'll finish up with go out west, AFC West. Which you
Well, that's really one answer. AFC West, I'm taking the Chiefs all day,
yeah
every day.
yeah
Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, they have something special going on over there, and I
sure
can't
do
stand it.
sure do. Um, yeah. Again, them again. I'm not gonna say I'm a big Pat Mahomes guy, but big Pat Mahomes guy. Like
Yeah.
he's a dog. He's a dog. It's people say it. You know, controversy surrounding that the team, whatever. You get two Super Bowls back to back. I mean, possibly on the way to a three-peat. But he's just been the best quarterback in the league for the
Yeah.
last what, like four, 4 or 5 years. I
At
mean,
least, at least
so
since
yeah, two
Brady.
MVPs, 3 rings. So it's kind of
Nothing to
like
say there.
yeah, it's really like again, a lot of people don't like him. Respectfully, I mean, a lot of people don't like him. A lot of people do like him. I think really mainly it's the antics, the shenanigans around him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Around him that happens. That's probably why people don't like him. They probably also don't like his voice, but probably another reason. But
And it
so
also doesn't help that he's a winner.
and he wins
He's
and
a
he
winner.
wins consistently. So
Yeah.
Chiefs, yeah. I mean, them and the Chargers right now they're both 2-0. Chargers. I mean, again, look, I love these pro style quarterbacks. Big Justin Herbert guy. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
I always want to see them do well. Hopefully down the road we see Justin Herbert in the black and gold, but that's neither here nor there. Um,
Wishing.
like,
We're
come
wishing.
on, yeah. Hopefully, let's speak that to fruition. Let's go
What about your
south.
boys in Okay, okay.
My boys
South.
in where? We'll get to them. The best. You're talking about the best division of football. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Let's talk about the AFC South.
Yeah,
We got
AFC South,
I feel like
Texans,
yeah, it has to be the Texans. I don't
Texans.
see how you cannot take the Texans. Um the
Colts will
Jacksonville
make their way.
Jaguars.
Ah,
I was thinking going into the season that the Jaguars could have at least a break even season, but so far Trevor Lawrence has kind of, dropped the ball on that and they paid him all that money, so you know how that goes.
money. Got all
Yeah.
that bread. All that bread. I mean, again, like we said earlier, 2 weeks you take it that what you will. But again, he hasn't been that impressive through 2 weeks. After getting a big contract, you would think you get paid, you get the money, you play better. At least for the first, you come out hot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like show something.
Yeah.
But
Because a loss
um,
to the Browns is not acceptable. Not in 2024.
yeah, not with Deshaun Watson at QB, and their defense is stacked. But like, uh, yeah. I mean, with that segue, we go to the best division of football, um, the AFC North. Like, I mean, the Browns have Deshaun Watson, but their defense is also like is stockpile. So I don't hear anything about that. This not being the best division in football. This is AFC North football gets different.
Uh, I beg to
AFC,
differ. I mean,
AFC North football gets different.
we got some We got some divisions, but
I'm
yeah.
I'm just yeah, we got some obviously we got some divisions, but you know what I'm saying? AFC North is different. Uh we're 2-0,
Let's
man. 2-0.
let's talk about it. Let's
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about
let's
it.
because your Steelers,
Yeah,
they won both of their games without having 20 points, not
they
even.
did. They did.
So how is that defense stifling these other teams that you come across so far?
Which is good, man. There's one name that we all know who got robbed for the defensive player of the year last year. Um His name is TJ Watt. Trent Jordan Watt. Uh so I mean like
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, TJ Watt, man. I mean, we got a lot of other guys. If you got that boy, a lot of our division rivals weren't too happy about that.
yeah,
Patrick Queen came over. We got him on the back end. We signed Cam Jordan. Cam Jordan, Cam Hayward.
yeah,
They look the same. Cam Hayward, one of the again top player in his position, Minka Fitzpatrick.
yeah, yeah,
Corner Joey Porter Jr. Like,
yeah, yeah.
come on now. Like that defense is. I don't care. I've been high on our defense. That's how we win these games. That's how we've been winning these games. Quarterback has always been the position. Well, since Ben left, that we
In
have to
question.
fill.
Yeah.
Uh, Now we have two options on our hands. We got an old guy and we got a young guy. We got an old guy with experience, Super Bowl experience, who I don't like fully believe he's washed. I don't believe he was washed in the Broncos. I believe he got, that team wasn't very good, and they also did him dirty on the back end of that season.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at with that. But it's still, you can't deny the age, which 36. Um, not too many
So
quarterbacks. Hey, that's old. That's old.
so for a
He's
quarterback,
been
man.
he's been there for a while. Been there for a while. And you got a guy like Justin Fields who wasn't able to like be developed great in this previous organization. The Bears do not do well with developing QB, so we have him but he's also had turnover problems. uh, in my opinion, and a lot of I mean, you see it, trouble reading defenses. That's why he comes with the turnovers, throwing picks, getting scrambling really early. But but he's cleaned up on some of that so far in the two games I've seen. I mean, he's all he has to do is not make mistakes.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like right now, you ride the hot hand, do you bring in the old guy? Which one? Kind of like pick your poison. It's kind of like, again, you can't go wrong right now, I say, because we have this defense. And
Well, do you believe that this defense is gonna hold up for the entire rest of the season against teams like the Bengals with the high-powered Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase
um,
combo?
yes. Only reason I say that is because we've done it before. And we've been doing it. Last year, we dominated the North.
Hmm.
Um, we ended, just above 500, but again, AFC North probably the best division in football. We dominated the North. So,
Yeah.
we got another guy in the North right now. That obviously is probably he's not on the hot seat, but his name talked about. I mean, obviously not on the hot seat. Freaking MVP, two-time MVP now. Guy, I'm not too worried about. Uh, so, but they're only two right now,
Yeah,
which is
it's pretty surprising. It's pretty
yeah.
surprising.
And they
Them
and
and
they
the
what are you
Bengals
gonna
too.
say? Oh
I was
well,
gonna
yeah,
say, and the
Bengals
Bengals.
too. I was gonna say, and the Ravens have the Cowboys coming up, so who
Yeah,
did just get smoked, but I
that's a tough
mean,
matchup. That's a tough matchup
it's
anyway.
it's a good it's a good game. Like it's
Yeah,
still two very good teams.
yeah.
Um, but it's like which team, we're not gonna get into it comes down to that one position. I'm not gonna get into that right now. You can say that we're not gonna get on. We're not gonna come out the gate and I'm just not gonna start doing that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
I'm gonna let it rock. You know what? Let's go down south. Let's keep it down south. Or actually go back down south. Um, with the NFC South.
um, I don't know how you can't take the Saints this early if you're just using the eyeball test. I mean,
Yeah.
Derek Carr, he's has some crazy stat where I think he only hasn't scored on one possession all
Mm,
season. Yeah, they've either got 3 points or 7 points every
mm.
possession this season except one, which is which
I
he
did
threw
not
an
know that.
interception. So it's pretty good over there in New Orleans. You can hey, got
Hey,
Alvin Kamara walking up and down the field.
hey,
It's crazy.
hey, hey. Another guy who I wasn't too high on was also mainly because he's in my division, but now that he's gone, kind of, I'll give him a little bit. Baker Mayfield with the Bucks.
Yeah,
Last year,
yeah, he stepped
last
up.
year, I mean, you have some history with that again. Uh, uh, you know,
Yeah,
since you guys home, end result, he got his contract. And now he's living up to his contract right now.
right.
Which I mean, I love to see things like that. You know, a guy who's counted out. Uh, I can't say I wasn't one of those people. After cooking him for a few years, uh, after the Steelers terrorized him, I was like, all
Yeah,
right, this guy's probably done. Where does he go after that? The Rams, uh,
yeah.
and
He
then
made a quick stop there, and then
or
he,
Panthers, or Panthers first, right?
I think so.
And then the Rams, and then to
And now
Well,
the
he was
Tampa
he was
Bay.
on he was on like three teams in one season.
Yeah,
Uh,
he was definitely getting passed around.
yeah, yeah.
I'm pretty glad that Baker Mayfield found a spot in the league though, because
Hey, look,
it
man.
looked like he wasn't going to be a part of it for much longer.
Yeah, yeah. It was looking real scary for him. But like I said, a guy has not too much controversy around him. Aside from when he was on the Browns, and then after that, it's kind of just bounced around. Yeah, Browns, Rams, Bucks. He actually was on the Bucks first. Uh, then to the Panthers, then back to the Bucks. So
Huh.
he did. Yeah,
Interesting.
he didn't make those a couple stops.
Yeah.
Which again, yeah, happy for him. So those two teams, man, like it's surprising because uh, you think with the acquisitions and with the kind of the talent they stepped up, the Falcons, you think you put them, at one, which they still could. Again, we're gonna say it a few times. I'm gonna say it a few times. We're 2 weeks in, but
Hmm.
you can kind of like foresee. You foresee until some shit hits the fan. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
kind of like
Yeah.
you see it and then so that's what the prediction is. Like so I think the Bucks come out of that.
Yeah.
I think the Bucks come out of that one.
It'll
Well,
definitely be a good matchup right there at
yeah,
the end of the season, seeing those
yeah,
last couple of divisional games. So I
man,
definitely believe that's one of those divisions that come down to the bottom. Just like
man.
the opposite of the North, we got NFC North. We got the Vikings, got the Lions.
Yep,
Who you think coming out of that division?
man. I got one question. I got one question though.
Okay.
I'm gonna answer your question with a question.
Okay.
Is Sam Darnold legit? Is Sam Darnold
He
legit? Is the question.
Hey, we've seen a change of location, a new city, a new jersey. We've seen
Yeah.
it. We've seen people go from being crap to that guy. So maybe Sam
Yeah.
Darnold can really step it up in the absence of their rookie.
I mean, listen, he got drafted to a team who doesn't develop quarterbacks well.
That's true.
Got traded or signed free agency to a team who also doesn't develop QB as well.
Who hit right now has to bench their own QB.
Who we didn't even mention in that division because I mean
Right.
that's basically a poverty franchise right now. I mean, kind of has been. Again, we don't need to go back on that. We will, but all right now we're talking about the guy Sam Darnold right now. We're talking about the guy who got drafted by the Jets, played for the Panthers,
Yeah.
and then was backed up, on the 49ers, which backed up Jimmy G, who's not even a starter in
Yeah.
this league right now. But is Sam Darnold legit? That's the question that answers the question of Lions or Vikings because Lions are legit.
They are.
Aiden, Hutchinson,
Hutchinson. Yeah.
like
He's a dog. Yeah.
he has five
Insane.
sacks.
He's insane.
He has five
He's insane.
sacks.
Yeah.
He's a dog. That's a
And
dog logo right there.
they got
So
that
they're legit.
they
David
got that
Montgomery,
battle ready quarterback too. And
yeah,
golf.
Jared Goff, who's pretty good. I mean, you know, yeah, no complaints about him. He's gonna get the job done. He's gonna get the job done, but he's not gonna lose you the game.
Right. Exactly.
So it's like as long as you have that, I mean, it didn't work for him on the Rams. It did. They went to a Super Bowl, didn't win it, but I mean, we have a guy who's just he'll win you the game, but he won't lose you the game. And then you put those weapons around him, Amon-Ra, David Montgomery, Jameer Gibbs, Jameson Williams. So that team's legit. Now, fucking, is Sam Darnold legit?
He's 2-0 right now, so we'll
Yeah,
see.
he's 2-0. He has Jettas. He
Yeah.
has Aaron Jones. He has T.J.
Mhm.
Hawkinson. He comes back.
Mhm.
He has Jordan Addison right now.
Yeah.
Or did Jordan Addison get hurt? I forgot. I can't remember, but I know he's there, and if he's healthy, then it's one of those guys that I haven't really checked in on so far. But had him on a fantasy team last year, and he let me down. So I'm not too
Yeah.
high. I'm not too high. He's a good player, but I'm not excited about him for that. But we're gonna keep grudges. We're gonna keep personal grudges out of this right now.
You want
So
to take it out
yeah,
west?
we can take it back out west, NFC West. That's a race.
That's a race. I still have the 49ers. I mean, come on. They just proved themselves last season. I feel like Brock Purdy really came to his own last season. They might struggle early on, but they'll get it together. Expect to see them in the NFC
Yeah,
championship game right along us,
you said right along with.
with us.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Look, man,
Yeah.
you got that confidence is key. Um, I mean, yeah. Again, I was, I kind of um informed you of what was gonna happen last year with them. When you guys played them and
Well, we
with
didn't even
their
get to see them. We didn't even
yeah,
get to see them.
regular season,
Yeah, yeah,
regular
yeah. Oh,
season.
yeah. Well,
And then
we're not.
playoffs, you guys didn't get to see them, but I mean they were healthy. But
Yeah,
the only reason I say it's a race right now is because they're not healthy. George Kittle
that's true.
or
That is true.
Christian McCaffrey is on IR for a couple of weeks.
Couple weeks. Yeah.
Debo Samuel just got flagged for injury,
Yeah.
calf or something like that. So right now they're not healthy. Last year when they weren't healthy, they went on a three game skid. That 3 game skid early is dangerous.
Yeah.
I mean they're 1-1 right now. They lost to the Vikings, a team who was coming into themselves. Sam Darnold was finding himself, but that's a game for the 49ers. You win.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you drop that game. Now you're without three of your best players, like
Yeah.
your top, aside from Trent Williams, like your top three players with a QB who people are still questioning if he's really him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So with those three key injuries, going on a skid early is not in their best interest. Obviously they can control that, but injuries certainly do not help.
No, they do
Yeah,
not.
I go 49. I mean, Seahawks are 2-0 right now, but again, it's the Seahawks. you can say that about a lot of teams. They'll get to the end of the season and be wild card on the borderline of wild card, and
It's all about
so
how long Geno Smith can keep this good play up.
exactly, exactly.
It's debatable. It's to say the least.
Fair.
So, but what about Marvin Harrison Jr.? Yeah, over there in
Stepping up,
Arizona.
stepping up. And that's another thing. The Cardinals, you can't sleep on the Cardinals completely. They still got, they still got a couple of defensive pieces. A couple. I say that, uh, very lightly, but offensively, like they got a reliable back in James Conner. You got Kyler
Hmm.
Murray, who's still a good quarterback.
Still a good
Um,
quarterback.
until October 26th, possibly. Uh, Call of Duty comes out, and then we'll see if
Right.
he's still. Then we'll see if he's still a good QB. Um, Trey McBride, great tight end. He is a reliable tight end.
Hmm.
Uh, Marvin Harrison, that guy. He's stepping up. I mean, week one looked a little shaky. He was getting flack and stuff like that. Is he really him? But week two, stepping up, and you can tell Kyler's getting more confident in him. So that's the key as well for such a young receiver, um, or any young player really is the confidence from your teammates, the older guys on your team. So that's the most important thing, and I feel like he's going to keep climbing. And with that, I mean, do the Cardinals win games? Where do they get to the wild card? Do they get
Yeah.
to that, 9-8, ten and
Hmm.
seven, where they're fighting for a playoff spot? And then, like, do they threaten? Um, you know, any team, I'm not gonna say any team. You would think any team can really threaten, but like that's a
Yeah.
sneaky,
Yeah.
sneaky team right
They
there.
definitely are. They definitely are.
I would put them in the sneaky category. But that division, um, yeah, I'll take 49ers. Uh, I think they'll pull that out and they'll be
Yeah.
in the playoffs deep. So that's my pick for that. And then get back to your boys. I'm not sure if we gotta. Well, I think I know what your answer is. My answer, I never gave my answer. Uh,
Well, I'm gonna ask you
Shoot.
how far do you see the Philadelphia Eagles possibly going this season with everything that they have on that roster and the division that they play in? Because to be fair, they play the Giants twice
Yeah.
a year and they play
Yes.
the Washington Commanders twice a year.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And I don't even think the Eagles' strength of schedule was that crazy this year. Um, I mean, realistically, yes, playoffs. Of course, just because again, uh, you play two of the worst teams two times. That's 4 games. There's 17 games now. There's 17 games in a season, uh, and you get four just about freebies. Yeah, it's the NFC East, so you guys, it's a division game.
Yeah.
But when you're playing the Giants and Washington, it's like, yeah, it's a division game, but that's a gimme almost. So
So
yes, playoffs. You know how I feel about that team. Aside from that, yes, it's a good team. Again, like we said about Patrick Mahomes, they win. So like people hate them. The Eagles, like last year, you guys won, and like you had a great team, as well. But the back half of
drop.
that season was atrocious. It
Yeah.
was that was an atrocity.
Yeah.
Um, so it's like
Well, they
it's like
rectified that problem.
it's
Firing
like for
Brian Johnson.
me, for that is true, but is that really the problem? Is that really a problem when Nick Sirianni's still the head coach? Yeah, 3 playoff appearances, but like who's like I guess really what I'm trying to say is we're really gonna find out who the problem is. Because
No,
I'm
I
gonna
agree.
say it again, episode 1, we're here firing is Jalen Hurts. Him. Like, is he really that guy? Like, yes, you guys have been to a Super Bowl him as a starter, 100%, and a game where he fumbled in the big moment. But other than that, it's been about him improving when he's in what year five,
Yeah.
year 5, year 6, and it's still being talked about as him improving as a passer. So
And a
for
decision maker in
and
general.
that's really what it is. This
It really
decision
is
making,
decision making.
um, and sometimes the accuracy.
Yeah.
Like just for me, I watch a lot of Eagles just because I know a lot of Eagles fans. Being up north, I'm around a lot of Eagles fans, and it's football. I love football, and the Eagles are good. They're a good team. Like I get sick because Howie somehow just always is finessing somebody. He's
Finesse.
always finessing somebody, and I don't get it. Bro, like you get in one off season, you get what? You get Devin White, Quinn Mitchell,
Hmm.
Cooper DeJean. I mean,
Hmm.
we'll see
Name
about
on
him.
name. Bryce Huff.
What's it? Bryce Huff. You replace um
It's
uh
on Reddit.
yeah, you
Yeah.
replace him with Bryce Huff.
Yeah.
Sweat's back. Brandon Graham's back.
Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, bro. We don't even gotta go there, bro.
Hey.
Freaking Saquon, like who is still and was to me still he's a top 3 to 5 back in this league. I don't care
I
what
think
anybody
he's.
says. He was on the Giants.
I think he's gonna prove
Terrible.
it. I think he's gonna prove it after that
I
mishap off Monday. I think he's gonna come back and
I
prove it.
I think he is too, bro. Yeah, we're talking about a top 3 to 5 back, and freaking Saquon Barkley goes to the Eagles, who's known for rebuilding their O line, which did lose their biggest piece though. Failed tush push. I told you. Told you it was gonna happen. Failed tush push. It's not. It's
They
not.
got one successful.
Hey, it's not 100% anymore. I told you this.
Hey, you
Without
gotta give
Jason
it some.
Kelsey,
Hey, you can't have an experiment with just one or two trials. You got to give it a
I
wide product.
mean,
So.
that's true, but hey, that's not going to be 100% anymore. But again, the loss, Fletcher Cox, Jason Kelsey. Uh, I mean, you replace him, but he was a starter. James Bradbury, ass now, but James Bradbury is a starting corner. I mean, so it's like I'm not gonna say it bounces out because you guys still reloaded way more than what you lost, but it's the veteran type,
Hmm.
presence
Hmm.
of what you lost. You know what I'm saying? Jason
Yeah.
Kelsey in the middle of the two both players who are, dead center in the middle of the line, who control the line of scrimmage. That's where I think the biggest difference is gonna be.
Hmm.
Skill players still there. And again, is Jalen Hurts going to prove himself as, the passer? He's the leader already. He has the intangibles. Is he going to
Hmm.
prove himself as and like again, he's going to get, this is not his hot seat year. I mean, in the sense of being a starter, he's going to get a couple more years, but if he doesn't show something like progressively, it's gonna turn into, all right, why is this guy still starting?
Yeah.
Like your
The
other
Eagles are
comp,
definitely in win now mode. So
yeah, oh,
it's
100%, you have
yeah.
to,
So you
yeah,
got
you
to.
have to. But like again, you don't want to get in those situations where you got two quarterbacks in your division who are in the same. Why is he still starting?
Right.
You got Dak Prescott who just got paid.
Why
Cowboys,
why is he still starting?
exactly. My point
That's
exactly.
exactly.
This is what I'm saying. It's like, why is he still starting? No playoffs, no playoff wins, I should say. Or what,
Hmm.
one playoff wins in the past, however many years. Everybody knows they make it, they don't do anything. Um, so it's like, why is he still starting? And he's got a fat contract, so he's
Big
there.
big
He's
money.
there for at least 4 more years.
And him and CD. So
Him and CD. We'll see what they do with Micah. And then you got the obvious why the is he still starting? Danny Dimes.
I almost forgot. Yeah. Uh, Mr. Jones. I
Mr.
think all of
Jones.
I think all of New York has a problem with Mr. Jones right now.
Bro.
Yeah.
Like, that was, we could rewind 6 years, what, 5 years. That was a terrible, terrible pick to begin with. A quarterback from Duke who didn't really show anything coming out anyway.
No.
Um,
Going to a team that's not known to develop.
at all. 60 games.
Yeah.
I think it's 60 started, 65 played, or 60 played because he injuries and stuff like that. But 60 games. I don't know, man. The Giants got some things on their hands, bro. That guy. Oh, brother, this guy stinks. Bro, like, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, again, that's the obvious why is he still starting. Now,
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts is never going to be in that position, but again, it's like when the different standards of teams, um, and then obviously that Washington rookie QB, that team is, probably not going to be very good right now, but they have hope, I guess, right now. Especially since they're
Yeah.
thinking about changing the name back to the Redskins. They have some hope to finally gain some dignity back.
Huh.
So yeah, for me though, I got the Cowboys winning that division. That doesn't mean that y'all not in the playoffs, but division wise, I got them winning the division. That's just me though. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if the Eagles prove me wrong. So for me, I got Eagles, 49ers.
Hmm.
I'm gonna take not Lions. I was gonna take the Vikings. I was gonna get frisky there, but got the Lions winning that division.
Yeah.
Saints or Bucks win that division. I'm taking the Saints. Bills, Chiefs, Texans, and I'm going with my boys. I'm going with Steelers to win the division in 2024 2025.
Y'all on the
That's
right track. Y'all on the right
hey
track.
on the right track.
It's
Defense,
just gonna. Hey, defense wins games, but what a
defense
yeah.
wins championships.
Hey, we'll
Offense wins.
see.
Defense wins championships. I'm not gonna get too much. I'm not gonna put too much dip on my chip, but that's all. That's all I gotta say. Now
Y'all
back
still in the.
to
Y'all still in the AFC now, so you still gonna have
oh
to go against
yeah,
some high
we
power
still.
offenses.
Hey man, we gotta see the teams that we always see. We see two times a year. Gotta see
Yeah.
the Browns twice. Gotta see the Bengals twice. Gotta see the Ravens twice. Then we make it there. We gotta go on. Possibly see the Bills. See the
Chiefs.
who we saw last year. See the Chiefs. So like again, look, bro. But hey, Mike Tomlin was built for this. T.J. Watt built for this. Cam Hayward built for this. Minka Fitzpatrick built for this. Patrick
Everybody
Queen
else.
built for this.
Everybody else. I don't know. I just
They
play.
was I don't even know. We'll see.
Well, yeah, we'll see
we'll
for
we'll
sure.
see. Now back to the elephant, the not so big elephant. It's obvious. Tua, man. Tua. Tua,
Yeah,
Tua,
man.
Tua.
It's gotta be scary. It's gotta be scary. Four
100% scary.
concussions.
2
Uh,
years, man. Work for
yeah,
2 years.
yeah, man. Laid out. I don't know how long you can keep playing. If I'm looking at it from an outside perspective, I know he keeps. I know he definitely wants to keep playing football, but you
Of
just
course.
gotta be real with yourself. You gotta be real with your body. I
That'd be
think
smart.
he might just need to walk. He might need to start a podcast and
Hey,
invite us on it. Hey,
look, bro. Hey,
hey,
Tua, we'll
hey,
come chop it up with you, man. But I think for and like some people are like, no one should tell his grown man or say what he should do. It's up to him, blah blah. Yeah, but everybody has two eyes. Everybody has a brain. Like 4 concussions in 2 years, one of which you leave on a stretcher, two of which your body, your brain, literally like
seize up. Yeah.
sees the like literally that's brain activity right there,
Yeah.
or lack thereof. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then one bangs his head off the turf and he's stumbling off the field.
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
that one, he didn't go to sleep, but you know, yeah, and everybody remembers them. So it's like, and like we know concussions are not a thing to play with. Like, I mean, I play football. I done actually. So it's like I was lying. So it's like that shit is not fun. Um, Shit, playing line, those are linemen who even make to the next level. Like, I mean, it's a college, but it's like next level. You're playing O line for from high school to all the way to the league and beyond. And like some of those people don't even get those like that many concussions and that extent of injuries. But damn near every rep, every 2 reps is like a car accident for a line.
Yeah.
So just to see that to happen to a quarterback side, it's like it's crazy and scary. So it's like um, you gotta know when to just when to call it quits. You gotta know when the signs are just like blaring at you.
Yeah.
Like it's like once, all right, two, again, all right, like shake back, but three, four, and then the way your body reacts to them, I think you call it. You got a future, man. Walk while you still can,
Yeah.
like especially like now with those type of concussions. Like, hopefully he leads a normal life for the rest of, you know, however however long he can. It gets eerie, but like that's something serious. That's
Yeah.
something
It's
that
definitely
we
serious.
that I had to learn, and that like everyone had to learn about the game. Then the movie Concussion brought a big light on that. But also just the experiences that people have been going through um show that it's a real thing. And that's something that I had to learn too, to start pulling my head out of things and not use it as much. I mean, NFL's taking precautions, new kickoff format, Guardian caps are available. Um,
Mhm.
but it's that thing, just like Tua was a freak accident in the sense of like it was a routine tackle versus a quarterback, routine dive. They were
Mhm.
trying to just collision, but even still, it happened the way it happened. And yeah, I think it's time for him to hang it up before that happens again, and then the next time it's not so pleasant.
I still find it pretty ironic that it was Damar Hamlin
Yeah, that
that
is
landed the quote
that's
unquote killing blow to
that
Tua.
is it's very ironic.
That was pretty insane.
Killing Drill is crazy, but that is very ironic.
But
That yeah,
what do you think the Dolphins do going forward at quarterback? Because they're definitely
Skylar
set up.
Thompson.
Skylar
Hey,
Thompson.
look, man, I actually it's never gonna happen. I got 3 names in mind,
Hmm.
and it's never gonna happen. But I hope the one, well, 4, and I hope the one never happens. I hope he's done for good. Because seeing that man on the field again will
I
ruin my
think I,
day every
I think
single
I have
day.
an idea where you're going. I
You
think I have an
well,
idea
that
where you're
one,
going.
I wasn't thinking about him, but I just thought about him because he did it before,
Yep.
and
Yes.
so we're just gonna get him out the way. Tom Brady. If I see Tom Brady on in a Dolphins jersey, it's going to ruin my day every Sunday.
I believe that. Well, let me take that back. I don't believe that there's a chance, but at the same time,
Yes, you do.
God knows anything can happen. And let me tell you something. He has a $17 million mansion out in Miami. He's living there. Hey man, uh,
Bro.
it fits. It fits.
Bro.
They're in win now
Got to.
mode. Tyreek
Bro.
Hill has expressed he wants to play with Tom Brady. It 46? 46?
He's old.
He's
He's
46.
old, bro. Let
We
it
just
go.
said we just said Russell Wilson was old at
Yeah,
36.
bro. Because
So
he is
so
exactly.
so Tom Brady
Tom
has to.
Brady's been old.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
But
don't even get me started on him, bro. Like,
yeah, man. Who else you got in mind? Who else you got in mind?
all right, let's get back onto something positive. Uh, I say, well, he's old too. It's over for him. Ryan Fitzmagic it's over. But that'd be fun to see. Realistically, the other Ryan Tannehill,
Yeah,
bring Ryan
yeah,
Tannehill back. I mean, he was a good Dolphins QB for a few years for them. Really where he got his reputation,
yeah.
of being an average QB.
Hmm.
Uh, Probably the bar for average while he was there. But again, I mean, they won some games. I think they made it to the playoffs once or twice with him. Uh, you gotta win now. Team with a QB who can play. And that's really all you need. I don't really think Skylar Thompson is the answer. I mean, he appeared in some games last year, but I just don't think he's your answer right now at QB. Now again, other things play a factor: money, roster spots, like contracts, things like that. But
Yeah.
I think you do go get a QB who's actually ready to start now. And my actual answer,
Hmm.
and I would love to see it. Again, it probably won't happen, but Cam Newton.
Mm,
I say Cam Newton. Cam
that would
Newton
be interesting.
because so thing that happened on the back end of Cam Newton's career was he went to the Patriots, where Patriots are not known for his style of play. Like they have Jacoby Brissett, but they can, in a sense, tell Jacoby Brissett what to do. Like
Hmm.
because Jacoby wants a job, and he's just gonna play the system. Cam
Right.
Newton is a playmaker. He started the whole controversy with game changing QB, system QB, and that shit. It was everywhere. All that stuff. But with that being said, that is a playmaker, and
Hmm.
I think the Dolphins are in the position to have that type of QB. Like, yeah, I thought you really can't go wrong with him or Ryan Tannehill. But I say Cam Newton because I think he deserves one more shot. I mean, you get the talking, and it's like he thinks he deserves a shot. Like, I mean, I think I think he still got some left in the tank, and it's time to see if he does or not. I mean, will it happen? Probably not. But you pair him with Tyreek Hill, a fast backfield, Raheem
Hmm.
Mostert and Devin A.
Hmm.
Like Jalen Waddle, like you got
Yeah,
speed.
yeah.
He's not the running cam anymore. Let's see if he still got juice in that arm and can he scramble. Uh, that's my pick. So
Pretty solid. Pretty solid.
I think that's where they should go. I just think won't. I'm interested to see who they do go with. What about
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on that going in that situation? Who are we thinking?
Well, you pretty much covered the bases. I'm trying to think. What's the guy's name that was the starting quarterback for the Colts for a while, a couple of years back, not too long ago. Um, Dang, what's his name? He went to the Eagles and he was our backup for a little bit too. But I can't remember his name. He's a pretty solid starter. Oh, Colts. I can't remember his name. But uh he
Oh,
would
I
be
thought you was joking.
huh?
I
No, no,
thought
no,
you
no, no.
was.
I'm serious. The uh Jesus Christ. It'll come to me later.
You went to the
And
Eagles?
it was a yeah, start Colts what was the last Colts starting quarterback before
Bro,
Anthony Richardson?
Matt Ryan,
Okay, before Matt Ryan.
Philip Rivers.
Jesus Christ, they had a lot of quarterbacks in the last couple of years.
They
Before that,
did.
before that, it's a young.
Or no, it was actually Carson Wentz,
Oh Jesus Christ, it sure
and then
was.
it was actually before Anthony Richardson, it was Carson Wentz,
It
and then
was.
Carson Wentz went to Washington, and then before that it was Philip Rivers
I'm about to find it right now
or
because I definitely
Matt
don't
Ryan
remember.
fit in there somewhere. Or Matt Ryan was the last one. It was Carson Wentz, then Matt Ryan, then Anthony Richardson. So Philip Rivers, Carson Wentz, Matt Ryan, Anthony Richardson. I don't know
Yeah.
who I don't know who you talking about for that. The
Oh,
only other person is Nick Foles. But Nick Foles was the Colts starting quarterback, was he?
Yeah,
He was?
yeah. Nick Foles was you said the
The
co-starting
Colts.
quarterback?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Full of it.
So
Yeah.
Nick Foles is the only player I'm thinking of that was on the Eagles and the Colts.
Oh, I got you right here. Year. Huh. Gardner Minshew.
Oh,
God,
Gardner
it took
Minshew.
you
Nah,
that
bro,
long.
because I'm thinking, well, nah, I can't. Gardner Minshew is on the Raiders.
He's their starter?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
starts.
actually, yeah. He did.
He's yeah, bro. Gardner Minshew was their QB for like a year.
At least.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
at
think it
least.
was like a year, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
They need
yeah.
some. I was thinking something along those lines. Something
Well,
like
he
in the
went
middle of the pack
Jags.
type quarterback.
Didn't he go Jags, Eagles, and then the Colts? Yeah,
I think so.
yeah.
But then
And then from the
yeah,
Colts he went
but he's
to.
been bounced around pretty
Oh,
much.
yeah, no,
So,
he wasn't. He's not that guy.
no.
Well,
But
we'll see on the Raiders, but yeah, I
we,
get what you're saying.
but the Dolphins definitely need something
Yeah,
immediate, something that
yeah.
they can trade for and they can get right into the room. What about Russell Wilson?
Not,
The
not
Dolphins might
trading
take
that
Russell
guy.
Wilson. You don't know that. Justin Fields gives you another 3, 4 good games. I mean, I don't think they sit him. If Russell Wilson comes back right
It's
now,
actually not a crazy take.
I don't. Yeah, if Russell Wilson comes back right now and he's healthy and he's looking to play because he's 36 years old, he's not looking to sit on the bench. I mean, I can definitely see the Pittsburgh Steelers taking something off the Dolphins for him. I could definitely see it. Now
It's actually
it will be something.
look. I'll give you that. That's actually not a crazy take. Now that like I actually like sit and think about it, not a crazy take.
Yeah,
Hmm,
yeah,
that's an interesting one right there.
yeah. And that's definitely
You
a win now
might have
quarterback.
just cooked. Who
But
else? Who else we got?
we'll have to see if the Dolphins are willing to pull the trigger on anyone because right now, like you're saying, their money, they got a couple of contracts. I mean, there ain't no telling. So
You know what? I think if I'm being all honest, like I think they're like he Tua can't play until at least week 8. I think they're going to wait for him to like possibly come back. Like the way that Mike McDaniel like was talking, it was like yeah, like obviously cared about him. I'm not denying that, but it was more of just like he's like anticipating him to like expecting him to come back after that, which kind of crazy to me. But I mean,
I don't know. If I'm Tua, I don't think I can keep going. But I mean, and you're a player's player. He's a baller. He's tough to be able to withstand the first two and get back up and continue to play.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
so
yes, but 2 also isn't 4,
no, it's not. No, it's not.
and the way the fourth one came is not is where he literally like balled up. Like I was like,
Yeah, but yeah,
sorry,
it was pretty
sorry,
bad.
preparing. Yeah,
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I mean, hey,
We'll see.
well, yeah, that's all we can do is speculate, and and that's really it. All
Yeah,
we do is speculate and wait for that to come about. Um, I feel like that's really all I got. We got Thursday night football coming up. Who we got on Thursday night? We got
Patriots and Jets, I believe.
so
Who you got in that game?
a mid game so far.
Ah,
I
the
mean the
Patriots.
Patriots. I
The
mean they're
Patriots
trying.
they're darn close. They were darn close to being 2-0. They went in overtime
They're
with us.
trying, but they're
They,
always gonna be scrappy though.
yeah.
So
And
and
that's why I
it's
feel
and
like
it's
it's going to be a decent game.
yeah, and it's a divisional game. So
Yeah. Yeah.
and Aaron
Aaron
Rodgers.
Rodgers. Yep.
That Patriots
Yep.
defense is actually pretty good. I'll give it to them. Aaron Rodgers still has to find which sounds crazy to say that Aaron Rodgers has to find his footing, like with this new team, but he didn't play last year. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's Aaron Rodgers who is
Needs to lay
still,
off that stuff.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, hey,
I mean,
those
does he
weapons.
though? It worked for him.
Hey,
It worked for him.
it's been working so far.
He won a few MVPs off that stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
Won a few passing titles. You know what I'm saying? Can't get the big one, but it's like that's to me that's a big team thing.
yeah.
But so yeah, I guess we'll see. So we got Thursday night. Uh,
We
uh,
we taking that game.
I'm gonna take the Jets.
We take the Jets.
I'm gonna take the Jets. I think the Jets pull that one out. Again,
Yeah,
Patriots are gonna get frisky, but I take the Jets now.
yeah. I think Aaron Rodgers still finding his footing. The Patriots been somewhat on a roll. I think I might take them.
You gotta take the underdog.
I might take the underdog in that one.
You gotta take the underdog. Let me see the what's the size of that game? New England plus 220. Taking the underdog. Okay.
Taking the underdog.
Hey, I respect it. I have respect for the underdog to a certain extent.
Yeah,
If you suck, you suck.
yeah.
That's
I
different.
agree. Yeah.
Yeah, that's different. But
Giants.
yeah, there you go. Shots. Points have been made. The Giants are not a very good. I think they're going to again compete for a top three, top five pick.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, yeah, yeah.
Them and the Panthers.
Because yeah, yeah. Again, I saw their schedule and it looks like they're competing for top top pick.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's
Well,
go. We got. Hmm, I have to read them. I have to read them because it's looking scary. Cleveland,
hmm
Dallas,
hmm
Seattle, Cincinnati,
hmm
Philly,
hmm
Pittsburgh, Washington. We'll see. We'll see by then. November 3rd. We'll see. We'll see by then how they come along if they get that game. Washington. They have Washington, Carolina back to back. You know, confidence
Okay.
boosters.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay.
Ugh.
Yeah. Dallas again. Saints. Baltimore. Atlanta.
Jesus.
Indianapolis. Atlanta and Indianapolis. Those are as of right now. Those are some we'll see games. Obviously, you get late into the season. And then to end the season, you got Philly, which they could possibly win that game only because by then Philly is wrestling.
Yeah.
Uh, but it's looking real scary for them boys. I do not wish to be in that position. So, good luck to them
Yeah. For
with
sure.
that.
That
Uh,
whole situation. Yeah.
yeah, I don't want. Yeah, they can have that. They can have that. I don't want those problems. So
Nah.
yeah, that's all I got today. Uh, you
Yes,
know,
sir.
first episode of Scoreboard Shenanigans, man. We're here,
Hey,
started,
man.
and we're gonna keep it rolling. Like I said, we got Thursday night football tomorrow. You got a, good Sunday. Who y'all got on Sunday?
This Sunday we have the Saints, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Steelers got the Chargers. Also, another
Good
pretty
game.
solid, pretty solid
Yeah.
game. So some good games on Sunday. And we'll get that going. And then who's our Monday game? Uh, see, let's get this Monday game. Thursday, jam-packed Sunday, and then we got two Monday night games:
Hmm.
Jacksonville and Buffalo, and then Cincinnati and Washington. So we got some solid Monday night games that are going to end up just being Monday night games, how
Yeah.
usually are. Sunday night, Kansas City in Atlanta, pretty good game. Uh, I think that'll be a good game. So again, got some good games this weekend.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
going into Monday, so we'll be back with that.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
and like I said, first episode that we here, it's been Nelly and Rel.
Yes, sir.
It's the Scoreboard Shenanigans.